I just figured out a way to make you 500%, maybe even 5,000% your money in about a month. In the first couple days, you'll probably double, maybe even triple your money. But I figured out how to do it. And when you hear this story, you're going to think it's a no-brainer. Why didn't I do this before? Because that's the reaction I had. You know how I've been telling you guys to buy BYD over and over and over again? You know how long I've been telling you guys to buy BYD? It's been about 7 months now that I've been telling you to buy Chinese stocks. Buy Chinese stocks, the price has already gone up 300%. So had you bought the Chinese stocks when I first told you to buy Chinese stocks, you would already have 3 times your money. So $1,000 would be $3,000. $100,000 would be $300,000. And yet I'm going to be able to tell you how to do that again, but instead of taking 6 months or 7 months, in a couple days. I've been telling you guys on Twitter to get a Robinhood account or a Fidelity account and go to the OTC section and buy BYD. But here's the thing. They won't let you just buy one share. Minimum is like 500 shares or something, or 1,000 shares, which comes out to something like $30,000 to $50,000, depending on the day. The Chinese don't make it cheap. The Chinese don't want regular, normal people to buy their stocks. They want real rich people to buy their stocks first. And then when the stocks actually hit, say, NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange, then the regular peons can buy the same stocks. That's the plan. They want the rich people to buy it first to back their national version of BYD is China's version of Tesla. Okay? 603501 is China's version of NVDA. NVIDIA has to have a Chinese version, don't they? Obviously, Jensen Huang is Chinese, but still, there's no chip manufacturer equivalent of NVIDIA in China. There is. It's called 603501. Look it up. And then there's got to be a Chinese version of MicroStrategy, right? I mean, the Chinese people have a Chinese version of everything. That's 1723.hk. These are China's versions. If you missed NVIDIA at the beginning, if you missed Tesla at the beginning, and if you missed MicroStrategy at the beginning, at the bottom, which you did, you missed all three, all you had to do is buy these Chinese stocks, but you can't because the minimum order is something like, to buy all three, minimum order is over $150,000. Maybe not quite that much, but it's heavy. So I figured out a way to where you can get exposure to these guys. I'm going to buy it for you. But in a really, really simple way, there's a new coin called AOF. AO Fund Actively Traded. Google that or search for that in Dex Tools. AO Fund Actively Traded. I only told my super private VIP group, so there's only like 5 or 6 people that bought it so far, and it was like 3 a.m. in the morning where most people are asleep. So you guys are hearing about this before my VIP private group members are hearing about this, to be honest with you. So what's going to happen is this coin, you guys are going to buy the coin. I'm going to sell a little bit of it. I'm going to sell a tiny little bit of it. The price will never dump more than 5%. If I sell any, I'm not going to sell more than 5% price worth. So, I mean, if the price is like $1, 5 cents per AOF, which it's not. If let's say it's $1.05, I'm not going to sell more than enough to bring the price down to $1. So it's going to lose 5. But what I'm going to do with that money now, I'm going to buy BYD on leverage. I'm going to buy 603501 on leverage. I'm going to buy 1723.hk on leverage right when the timing is just right, and I'm going to trade it for you. And then I normally make about 300% to 500%. Maybe even 800% per trade is my current running average. I'm just going to go back and buy back AOF. AO Fund Actively Traded. I'm just going to buy it back. I'm going to charge whoever buys this thing by keeping 35% as a commission. I keep 35% as a commission. The rest, the 65%, goes straight back. But that 65%, remember, has already gone up 300% or 500% or 800% on that trade. So what I'll do is I'll transparently publish all my trades. So if you don't have $150,000 to buy these Chinese stocks, that's okay. Just buy AOF on Solana, and you'll get exposure to it. I mean, how smart is that? And you'll, instead of just holding these awesome Chinese stocks, we're going to actively trade it. So it's like buying Chinese stocks on maybe 5x leverage. That's the feeling that you're going to get because I'm going to actively trade it for you. What's the risk? I could get liquidated. I could lose all the money. But you're not going to get rugged because no one's going to dump this coin on you, because none of the scalping bots bought in at the beginning. And I made sure that none of the scalping bots bought in at the beginning, because there's some settings on the Solana coin thing. When you make a coin, there's some settings, and I specifically asked the developer not to check all the settings that make it safe for scalpers. So if the coin isn't safe for scalpers, the scalping bots, then the scalping bots aren't going to buy in. And if they don't buy in, there's nobody to dump on you. So it's a totally safe coin. That's going to make you a lot more money than if you had just bought BYD or 603501 or 1723.HK when I told you to about 8 months ago. Now it's catch-up time, and you're going to make even more money. It's AO fund actively traded. You're going to do very well with this coin.